Hey friends, thanks for joining me today. I want to talk about something that touches all of us. What happens when a Christian dies? It's one of those questions that lives quietly in the back of our minds. What really happens in that moment when we take our last breath? Where do we go? What will it feel like? A lot of people imagine heaven as floating on clouds, maybe playing harps or glowing as spirits forever. But the Bible and some great teachers like Randy Alcorn show us a much richer, more exciting truth. So today, we'll walk through what happens the moment a Christian dies, where we go first and what the final heaven will be like. And I promise it's better than you've ever imagined. Let's start with what Jesus said. In John 14, he told his disciples, "Do not let your hearts be troubled. I go to prepare a place for you." And in 2 Corinthians 5:8, Paul says, "To be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord." Those two verses hold a lot of comfort. They tell us that death for a believer isn't the end, it's a transfer. It's like stepping through a door and instantly being with Jesus. Randy Alcorn calls this first place the intermediate heaven. It's not yet the final eternal heaven, but it's a real place where believers go immediately after death. Think of it like a beautiful airport lounge, but way better. You're not home yet, but you're safe, you're joyful, and you're waiting for your final destination. When a Christian dies, the body stays here for a time, but the soul, the real you, goes directly to be with Jesus. There's no waiting in darkness, no sleep mode, no limbo. You're fully conscious, fully aware, and surrounded by the presence of God. Hebrews 12 calls it the city of the living God, with thousands upon thousands of angels in joyful assembly. That's the intermediate heaven, a place of rest, worship, reunion, and joy. And while we're there, we'll be waiting for something even greater, the resurrection. Think of it like backing up your phone to the cloud. When your phone breaks, your data isn't gone. It's safe and waiting to be downloaded again. In the same way, when our earthly bodies die, our real selves are safely backed up in God's presence. But one day, just like restoring your data to a brand new phone, God's going to give you a brand new perfect body. No bugs, no glitches, no aging, no sickness. That's the resurrection, the moment our souls and our new bodies come back together. That's when we move from the intermediate heaven to the final heaven, what Scripture calls the new heaven and new earth. Revelation 21 paints this amazing picture. John says, "Then I saw a new heaven and a new earth, and God will dwell with his people." This isn't floating in space or living as a spirit. It's physical. It's real. It's life the way God originally designed it, restored and perfect. Randy Alcorn explains that the final heaven will be on a renewed earth, vibrant, alive, full of beauty and adventure. We'll work, create, explore, laugh, and live in community, but without pain, fear, or death. Imagine the best day you've ever had on earth, then remove all the brokenness and multiply it by infinity. That's the final heaven. Sometimes people think heaven sounds boring, but that's only because we've been given cartoon versions of it. The real heaven will be a celebration of everything good, but with sin and sadness deleted forever. And the best part? We'll see Jesus face to face, not through a screen, not through faith, but literally seeing the one who loved us enough to die for us. We'll be reunited with loved ones who knew him too. We'll recognize them, talk with them, laugh with them, and every conversation will feel like the best family reunion ever. It's kind of like when your phone finally updates and everything runs smooth. You realize how many little glitches you used to live with, slow loading, low battery, crashing apps. Life right now is like that. Even on our best days, something always breaks down. Our bodies, relationships, or emotions. But in heaven, those glitches are gone forever. God will wipe every tear. The connection will be crystal clear, no lag, no lost signal. The presence of God will be constant, like perfect Wi-Fi that never drops. So what do we do with this truth today? We live with hope. We live knowing that this life isn't all there is. When things get hard, when loss hits, when fear creeps in, we remind ourselves that heaven is real. Paul said in Philippians 1:21, "To live is Christ, and to die is gain." That's not despair, that's perspective. It means every day we walk with Jesus now is training for the eternity we'll spend with him later. So love people deeply, forgive quickly, Worship freely, because heaven isn't just our future, it's shaping how we live today. So when a Christian dies, it's not the end of their story, it's the next chapter. We step into the presence of Jesus in the intermediate heaven, fully alive, fully loved, and one day when he returns, we'll rise again into a world made new, the final heaven. That's our real home. That's what we were made for. Thanks for spending this time with me. If this brought you peace or hope, share it with someone who needs encouragement today. And remember, your story isn't ending. It's just beginning.